Some days my cousin woke up and couldn't move, not sick, not sad, just empty. She would lie there telling herself, "Get up, just get up," and her body wouldn't respond. By the time she finally sat up, it was 3 p.m. She hadn't eaten, hadn't showered, hadn't replied to a single message, and the guilt that followed was almost worse than the day itself. This is ADHD low energy mode, and if nobody has ever told you it's real, I'm telling you now. My cousin's low energy days weren't occasional. They came in waves, sometimes once a week, sometimes 3 days in a row, and every single time she would lose the day completely, then spend the next 2 days trying to catch up, then crash again from the effort of catching up. It was a cycle that exhausted her before she even had a chance to get ahead. Her family saw laziness. Her teachers saw irresponsibility. She saw failure. None of them saw what was actually happening inside her brain. The ADHD brain simply cannot generate enough energy to function at a normal level. This is different from tiredness. You can sleep 10 hours and still wake up completely depleted. This is different from depression. You are not necessarily sad, you just have nothing left, and this is completely different from laziness. Laziness is a choice. Low energy mode is your brain hitting a wall it cannot push through. People with ADHD experience these days more frequently than neurotypical people, and often with no warning and no obvious cause. One day you are productive, focused, on top of everything. The next day, you cannot make a simple decision or reply to a text. This unpredictability is one of the most painful and most misunderstood parts of living with ADHD. The reason comes back to dopamine, the brain's motivation and energy chemical. ADHD brains already produce less dopamine than average, but on low energy days, that level drops even further, sometimes triggered by overstimulation the day before, emotional stress, poor sleep, hormonal changes, or sometimes nothing at all. When dopamine crashes this low, the brain cannot generate motivation, focus, or even basic physical energy. This is also why high productivity days often lead directly into crash days for ADHD people. When you hyperfocus and push hard for several hours or days, your brain burns through its dopamine reserves. And when those reserves are gone, your brain forces a shutdown. It is not a reward. It is not laziness. It is your brain protecting itself after running on empty. The biggest mistake people make on low energy days is trying to fight through them the same way they would a normal day. That approach almost always makes the next day worse. Here's what actually helps. Accept the day for what it is. The moment you recognize it as a low energy day, not a failure, not laziness, just a low energy day, the shame decreases, and shame uses more energy than almost anything else. Identify your bare minimum. On these days, forget your full to-do list. Ask yourself, what are the 3 things that absolutely cannot be skipped today? Just 3. Everything else can wait. Protect your energy from drains. On low energy days, avoid people or situations that exhaust you. Say no to non-essential conversations. Keep stimulation low, so quiet spaces, dim lighting, simple food. Do not try to compensate. Rest is not wasted time on these days. Rest is the only thing that refills what is empty. Trying to make up for a low energy day by overworking the next day just starts the cycle again. My cousin needed something simple on these days, not a full planner, not a productivity system, just something that said, "Oh, here is what you need to do today," and nothing more. That's exactly what I made. The bare minimum mode. A DHD low energy day planner is a printable design specifically for your lowest days. It helps you check in on your energy, identify your 3 non-negotiables, track what actually helps you recover, and remind yourself that surviving a hard day is enough. No pressure, no guilt, just the bare minimum. The link is in the description. Not every day has to be productive. Some days the win is just getting through, and that is enough. Subscribe for more videos like this, and share this one with someone who needs permission to rest today.